Welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is January 9th, and that means day 9 of the 3DP 365 project. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how I printed out the cool Julia Vase, so stick around. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me here on the Print 3D channel for day 9 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're unfamiliar with the project, check out the description below. I put a small fact section down there so you can get all the details. But for now, we're going to check out how I printed the Julia Vase Flow Edition. Over on Thingiverse, there's an artist named Virtox, and this artist has posted up some of the most beautiful vase models I've ever seen. And these are all 3D printable models, so they're really fun to print too. They have a lot of really cool features, and they're really well designed. And on this episode, we printed out the Flow model. And for this print, we used MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color purple on the gMax 1.5 XT+. So let's head over to Thingiverse and I'll show you where to download the model. Then we'll tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings. Then we'll fire up some of that time-lapse footage and I'll meet you guys back here at the workbench. Alright, so here we are at Thingiverse. Here is Julia Vase 002 The Flow model by Virtox. And I'll put the link down in the description so you can download and print this yourself. And this is a pretty popular model. As you can see, 51 people have made it and there are over 740 collections. And it is a very cool model. And the artist was kind enough to put 3 different versions up: a solid, a shell, and a predefined wall version. Now I downloaded and printed the solid version. So let's head over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for the Julia Vase Flow Edition. Alright, so here we are in Simplify 3D and I've dropped the model down on the print bed at 100%. And I haven't rotated this at all. This is how the model comes in on its own. So let's check out my process settings for this print. For layer height, we're going to use a 0.2 millimeter layer height. We're not going to do any top solid layers, but we are going to do 4 bottom solid layers. And we're going to do 4 perimeters, so it's a nice thick shell. We are going to run a brim by entering 0 in the skirt offset, and we're going to do 4 outlines. We're not going to need any infill for this model whatsoever, nor are we going to need any support. For temperature, this is MatterHackers PRO PLA, so 205 is the optimum temperature. For cooling, I'm going to run my 2-stage cooling. For the first 2 layers, the fan will be off completely, and then on the 3rd layer, it'll kick up to 75%. We ran this model out at 40 millimeters per second. I think that's a pretty safe speed for this. So let's hit Prepare to Print, and I'll show you how it slices. And it should be pretty much ready. Oop, and there it is. A little error there with Simplify 3D, a little graphic display error. And let's play this out and show you how it prints. It's a pretty basic print, but it does have some cool unique features. As it rises up, these 2 sections will join. These will split. And then they'll join again, and then they'll join again to finish the vase. That's very cool. So I'll fire up some of that time-lapse footage, and I'll meet you guys back over at the workbench. Alright, so that was a short bit of time-lapse footage, and we're back here at the workbench, and here is the Julia Vase Flow. And I'll put some close-ups in at the end like I always do, but this turned out beautiful. The MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of purple just looks stellar on this vase. It really turned out awesome. There was one problem. The 2 bottom pieces didn't quite join fully, and I don't know if you can see that. But other than that, I think it turned out great. It's really smooth. The MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of purple really shines on this model. It really has a really cool look to it, and I'm really happy with it. So even with this small issue, I'd call this a successful print. Well, that about wraps it up for day 9 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you found this episode interesting. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and join me again here tomorrow on the next episode of the 3DP 365 project. This really turned out cool. I can't wait to gMax size this.